it's a robot, so it's a machine. So when you build a robot, you can't give him, or you design a robot, you can't give him totally the human aspect. If you give him this human aspect, you start to create something that can make you be afraid. And there is a model that has been built in 1916. We call it, they call it La Vallée de l'Étrange. I don't know how to translate it in English. It's like that. What human being accept every time is something who is him, for example, and something who is far from him. If something is close to him, he start to hurt him. It's a robotic, it's like a human being, it start to be kind of strange thing. You know. So that's one challenge. And the problem today is, what kind of character do the engineer have to select to create a humanoid to make it be defined as humanoid? That the research I made now. And one challenge, that's why you have many fails in the way they conceive robotics. One project in France was to conceive robot for aging people. It's very difficult because for practical things, for example, a robot is a tool who works with energy. But if you have energy for a day and let your robot with a human being who is non-autonomous, and if can't come after this day, and if the robot was to help and he stopped, you catch, for example, his hand here and he can't move because he can't. So that's a practical problem. The second problem is about the conversation. What kind of conversation can we build to make a robot help humanoid? Instead of take your drugs or get out or this is the hour. So we don't need money for that. If I would like a tool to give you the hour, I can give my phone. I say, okay, I can program my phone. I say, okay, every 5 hours or every 30 minutes, 10 hours. So today, the involvement or development of humanoid has many problems because they don't really know where the robot is. But I help a lot. No. I used to help engineers to try to understand and to try to imagine what kind of identity you like to put, to give to the robot. In other words, today the humanoids or the development of humanoids is more close to the phantasm than the reality. Because what? They are going to reach somewhere, that's sure. But today they don't really know what is the status of this thing. And it's a semiotics problem. And I released my model. Are we is a performance? That's to say, narrativity, so you have a machine. Or are we in something who is minor, beside structure or not? So, how to build this beside a structure? That's the problem. So, now I have a project because I have to start this project in January. It's a bank who asked me to help them to conceive humanoid, to receive the client. I start to talk about what. The problem in France is that today there is nobody in the bank because we have website and can make all our operation through the website. But the bank continue to need people in the reception. So you can spend a day without a client. And another day you have 10 clients. So So he said, okay, perhaps the solution will be to put a robot. But what kind of robot? This is the next study I have to do next time by using semiotics. So I work around interactions. What is a human interaction? What is an interaction when you are in the reception, for example? I don't know. So I will talk about this issue because for me it's a kind of a fair. You know? I start a research, but at the end I bring nothing. But I would like to continue to make the research. Okay, that was one of the points I would like to do because I talk about the robot in the program. So I would like to talk to you about this. I start to talk about the adjustment, but it's not really adjustment. You can't adjust to a robot. No. The relationship you would like to talk about here, the relationship between you and the robot is kind of coincidence inside which you have many accidents. You can, oh, okay, no, it's not what I want. Okay, it's kind of ambiguity, you know, how. So that's it. That's what I will talk about to end this seminar today. Just tell you about some stories I shown. What I shown firstly was about how to analyze. So how to analyze packaging, for example, semiotically. The analysis I made the analysis used to do semiotics. But the perspective is not the same. The problem here is what do I analyze? So I try to show you what I analyze. Secondly, I would like to tell you about this. I would like to focus on this problem of level and try to start to make you focus on the efficiency or inefficiency of the generative how they call it. It's still efficient, but it's very hard to be used to explain and to understand the meaning. So I would like you to, if you have, I know you are, some of you are on PhD. If you like to talk about when you walk around this kind of website discourses, for example, try to take in account the fact that the logic, the main logic I have, kind of some relativity, has some problem. Start to meet some problems and try to organize or to reflect in another way to do semiotics by taking in account the fact that the meaning is a fact of level. I don't have, when you move from a level to another, the result is not that you are going to have the convergence. You can have the convergence, but the meaning can be also what is fair. The meaning can be also true, the theory. So I would like you to, Fontani start, what I told about that yesterday when he started to talk about the plan de manance, but it's something very static. But for me, what's important for me in semiotics is the dynamic. So how one level is matched with another. It's not really in equivalence, like generative is something kind of squared, can be disturbed. So that is what, thank you to have listened to me. If you have questions, you can actually, I didn't give you my email. You have my email also. So if you have questions, but I'll send you, if you would like to send you some papers I wrote about this, for the solutionism. But I used to write in French, but I start to ask people to translate my text to English. It's not my writing. I ask some people, so I was writing. This is my name. FR. Like French. So if you have questions or if you like me to talk about your research, you can talk about it slowly. That's it. Okay. C'est Didier Dot Zala. This day. It's not on the squad, it's the other. Eva, une idée de l'Université de Limoges. Donc, FM. So I'm open if you have questions, ask me, and I'm also on Facebook. Okay? But just to talk about the real life, not to talk about seniority. But you can discuss on seniority. You know? My Facebook, we have things about music also.
Candy Crush.
What?
Candy Crush game.
Yes.
Candy Crush game.
Yes, I wrote an article about Candy Crush.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wrote an article about Candy Crush. It was about sound, you know? How sound works on Candy Crush. You see which article? Yes, I have it.
Nice.
I can tell you if you like, yes. I wrote an article on Candy Crush. You know? It's a fact of memory, you know, how to, for problem is Candy Crush, how do I master my time when back home or when I have nothing to do. So what kind of memory you have mobilized? When I play Candy Crush, I'm like, this is easy. I wrote on Candy Crush. Don't pay attention. I wrote on everything. No? so yeah. I wrote that skill with some colleagues, but I'm one who wrote an article. I can send you. I remember I sent you my article on Candy Crush.
We should like play together, you know, like.
I don't know how to play to Candy Crush. I just asked information. My wife could play Candy Crush. So same thing. We are going to talk about seniority of sound. So how many sound? So we start with what is the query with that sound and the way the game comes. I reckon I think I Okay. Yes, thank you.